The first step is to identify the best side to locate the TorkRite system. However, this video is going to demonstrate how to install the system on the left side. That's left from standing in the garage looking out. This is also a good time to verify that both the door and the shaft are level. Make any adjustments if necessary. With just the center bearing plate secured to the header and the door drums loose on the shaft, prep the door for installation on the left side. This is done first by assuring that there is at least 5 inches of shaft extending past the left bearing plate and yet still enough additional shaft extending past the right bearing plate before securing the door drums to the shaft. Secure the door drums to the shaft with their rotational positions timed identically. Secure the door cables to the door drums. Since this is a relatively lightweight single wide door, both door cables will be set up exactly the same. If this were a double wide door, the side opposite of where the TorkRite is to be installed would incorporate an extra cable stop at the anchor. This detail shortens the door cable to effectively pre-torque the hollow shaft and prevent the door from starting to lift from only one side. This extra cable stop method is a good approximation to account for the twist in the hollow shaft. After the door cables are attached to their respective door drums, prevent the shaft from rotating with the vice grip. With the unit unpacked, remove the support bracket that's been secured for shipping. Also remove the 5-inch bolts and position the support bracket on what will be the outboard side. Replace the 5-inch bolts so that the threads of the bolt are also positioned to the outboard side. This will prevent the bolt from projecting out into the path of the door. Finish by securing the jam bracket to the end of the support bracket. Slip the drive drum onto the shaft and then the TorkRite system onto the shaft. With the TorkRite system stable and secure, install the back hangs. When securing the TorkRite to the back hangs, be sure that this end is tipped slightly lower than the shaft end. This slight angle will keep the oil inside the gas actuators pooled around the seals, assuring the long service life of the gas actuators. Verify that neither the TorkRite system nor the back hangs and kick brace extend out into the path of the door. Secure the jam bracket to the opening and then install the shaft collar. Now install the gas actuators. If the actuators are not of equal force, install the higher force actuator in the higher position identified 2H and the lower force actuator in the lower position identified 2L. If the actuators are of equal force, they can be placed in either number 2 position. If the door only requires a single actuator, it's to be placed in the center position identified with the number 1. With the compression tool and the cordless drill, begin compressing the gas actuators. However, never use an impact drill or fully compress the gas actuators. This could reduce the service life. Remove the two cable clamps and then begin feeding the drive cable through the TorkRite system. The drive cable should follow this exact path around this sequence of pulleys for the system to function properly. Once the cable has been fully loaded onto the system around the pulleys, attach the cable onto the drive drum using the cable stop on the end. Give the drive drum just a couple of turns to begin wrapping the drive cable onto the drum. This will temporarily secure the cable before putting the cable clamps back onto the carriage. With the cable clamps installed but not tightened down to the cable, finish spooling up the rest of the drive cable onto the drive drum. For this door without a window section, the cable should wrap to the last groove with the tick mark pointing to the ceiling as shown. Had this door had a window section, the cable would have been wound with a half a turn less, leaving the tick mark pointing down. Tighten the set screws on the drive drum and then install the top cover. Pull on the cable to remove the excess slack in the system, and then tighten the set screws in the cable clamps. After verifying all the connections are tight and the drive cable is routed properly, remove the compression tool. Remove the vice grip from the shaft and verify correct balance. Make any balance adjustments at this time if necessary. Lubricate the track and cable, and finally install the remaining covers.